My name is Sinem Erisir and I recently passed the SQE assessments on my first attempt. I was then admitted to the role of Solicitors on the 9th of September 2022 and I continue to work in-house in telecoms and technology. I grew up in Turkey and I came to London when I was 17 to study law. I completed my law degree LLB at City University of London in 2017. I then continued with the City Law School to do my bar course, and back then it was called the BPTC. After completing that, I was called to the bar in October 2018. And straight after my call night and graduation, I started working in my current company as a contract manager, which involved supporting the lawyers and various different business units as a paralegal. I specialize in general commercial work, telecom and technology related contracts, a little bit of branding consultancy and production contracts, and a bit of data protection as well. I wanted to take the SQE because it felt like it was the right next step in my career. Back at that time, I had been working with many successful solicitors and foreign qualified lawyers, supporting them, and I really liked what I did. I still love what I do, working in-house in a commercial environment. And yeah, I took advantage of the change in the system, and I was keeping a close eye on the SQE news and updates. As soon as the SRA confirmed that it was official, I booked my place and took the exams. I decided to take a preparation course because I felt like I needed to revisit a few of the areas of law. And as I mentioned before, I did do the LLB and the BPTC, but certain areas weren't covered within those programs, such as wills and probate, solicitors' accounts, property. And I did choose the QLTS school because I thought they would have the most knowledge and experience with such exams. They were also one of the most affordable options. And what I definitely needed from a preparation course was flexibility, and they also offered that, so I could study in my own time while working full-time. At the QLTS school, I had the experience of having a lot of flexibility and independent studying time, which was what I was looking for, and a good variety of mock exams, very useful in respect of SQE 1, where you need to get used to the types of MCQ questions that can come up. For SQE 2 preparation, again, a lot of practice questions, but also a mock exam for the client interview exam with your tutor live. That was quite good. And you know, I received good feedback from my tutor, which really helped me in the real exam. Mock exams, mock exams, mock exams. I think they are key to success, especially in respect of SQE 1. Same with SQE 2. I think practice questions that were available within the QLTS school platform, they were, again, key to success. I started with 2 hours of revision after work every weekday. This was 2 months before the exam, so I didn't have much time. The last 1 month, I think I started adding lunchtime reading to those 2 hours, so it would be like 3 hours every weekday. On the weekends, for some reason, I felt a bit tired and I couldn't really revise for the whole day. As much as I wanted to, I couldn't. And the last 2 weeks, I took time off from work and it was minimum 12 hours every day, sometimes even more. Yes, my company was very supportive. They gave me study leave and a lot of moral support as well. In respect of SQE 1, I did not feel well prepared at all, but everything worked out fine. I did a lot of mock exams and I passed. For SQE 2, I revised a bit longer than SQE 1, so I felt really confident, and as soon as I took the last exam, I knew I would pass. Thanks to SQE, I qualified as a solicitor in September 2022, and in recognition of my qualification, my company promoted me to the role of Assistant Group Legal Counsel. I definitely feel that a preparation course is necessary for anyone considering to take the SQE exams. Regardless of one's background or experience, I think it's a must because it's a new exam and no one really knows what to expect. It's also, improving all the time. And yes, I would definitely recommend a preparation course and/or materials. For anyone considering to take the SQE assessments, I would recommend focusing on the experience of the individual, such as working in a law firm is very relevant to the types of the exams that are in the SQE 2, such as client interview, advocacy, legal writing. In terms of preparation time, I would suggest 6 months as a starting point, but this really depends on the individual's background and experience in terms of education and work experience. It's even doable in 2 weeks of preparation time, in my opinion, if the person feels confident and feels that they've got the relevant experience, but a few months definitely needed for each of them. A modern lawyer today must be eager to learn and appreciate that learning never stops. He or she should be able to adapt into the fast-changing industry and areas of law, have commercial awareness. You don't have to know everything, you just need to know where to find the information you're looking for.